About 12 or 13 years ago, I was taking a class in Fullerton and made friends with this guy from Pakistan. His name was Anwar. He wasn't really into fishing. When he found out I was, he gave me this tool. He said it was a highly sought after multi-tool by fishermen, fly fishermen and regular fishermen. So when I looked at it, I'd just gotten laid off from a place where I worked on Leatherman tools for 11 years. So I was really familiar with Leatherman tools, and it looked like a knockoff to a Leatherman Wave. When I looked a little deeper, it has stuff that no other multi-tool has. And I set it aside and didn't really pay too much attention to it until I got it out and started using it, and somebody started asking me questions about it. When I tried to look it up where you can get them, and they're no longer being made. But they are, it is a division of Chicago Tools, and it's made by John Benson Tools. This guy took it upon himself to make a few multi-tools with his own ideas in it. And I'm not sure why it didn't go mainstream. I'm not sure why Leatherman didn't pick up on some of these. Some of these are brilliant. And because of that, this has become my favorite multi-tool. I'll give you a close look at these, but you got your regular pliers, but they're curved over. They've got the little wire strippers, 3 different sizes. They've got the crimp for those little things with the 2 chutes through them where you bring the cable up through and crimp them. It's got a crimp for that. You got some nice cutters. You have a half blade, half serrated tweezers. You've got a needle here for poking the eye of the fly, getting the paint or the glue out, or on the jigs. It's also for pushing through, say like frozen anchovy or something, to put your get your leader with your hook down here. You put your hook right through the leader and pull it up against it. Got a regular can opener, bottle opener, but then it's got this, and it's really good steel and it holds a really good edge. You got a really cool fillet knife on a multi-tool. You have a fillet knife. The other side, good pair of scissors. You got a fish scaler. You have this little thing that's just under a 1/4 inch. It's about 200 thousandths in diameter, square thing. I'll show you what that's for in a minute. But then you got this really good hook degouger. You put it on the line and slide it right down the fish's. You slide it right down the fish's mouth, and boom. So you've got like 3 inches of depth on that thing. It's one of the best hook degougers I've ever seen. Also, I'll give you close-ups of all this. But the square thing here, what this is for. This is for, oh yeah, and you have this knot tied. I didn't know what this was. I had no clue what this was. For years, about 10 years, I didn't know what this thing was. But then when I saw the write-up on somebody wrote an article on this tool. I found it online, and I found this on eBay. I found this on eBay going for somebody bought one of these for $250. When they were originally out, I believe they were only $50. They're hard to find, almost next to impossible to find nowadays. But on here, you have this thing here, this drive that goes on, and with this drive, any of these attachments can go on. You got your 3 flatheads, 3 Phillips, 4 of those star type, and then you have this square to hexagon that'll go in there. And on that, you've got a full set of sockets that'll fit on there. It's pretty cool. It's one of the most well thought out kits I've seen in a multi-tool. But this thing here, I'll show you what this does. I'll give you a closer look at this. These all fit into the back of the sheath. You got the multi-tool itself in the front. But let me show you this. Okay, put your line through there, the bottom at the tag end. Put this inside here. Hold your lure or fly against it without stabbing yourself. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 6. Put your tag in there, and then pull the knot off. Trim the tag in. There you got it. It's pretty neat. He designed the whole thing around fishermen's needs. Look at that. A size 14 or size 12 gray ghost with 6-pound tippet. Now it looked like I was struggling a little bit. You got to keep in mind my hands are going around this camera. But it's a lot easier than sitting there trying to find that hole. That's what she said. So this gave me an idea to put this video out just to show you something that I highly overlooked until recently. Overlooked it for 10 years. I didn't know what I had. So if you pull something out of your tackle box or out of your backpacking that you didn't really know what it was and you found out what it was, or you found something that's hard to find, post a video about it and put the link in down below. It's pretty neat. So thank you, Anwar, wherever you are. And like I said, if you're still around, still in the state, let's get together and go fishing. My treat. So here's a closer look. Basic socket set. Flatheads. Phillips. 4 the star. The converter from the hex to a square. Got the little ball release there, just like Craftsman's, and the socket to come off of the set square here. Fillet knife, can opener, the needle, tweezers, serrated blade, scaler, the adapter for the sockets, screwdrivers, the really cool hook degouger, and these scissors. Scissors work great too. Look at the hook degouger. split on one side, so you just put it against the line, slide down. For example, if this fly was stuck in a fish's mouth, it's stuck way down its tonsils, put that against there, you slide this all the way down up against the fly, push it, degouge the hook, and then pull it out. That's what she said. Stainless steel. Some of the best needle nose for fishing I've ever seen, with that little bend at the end there. You have a scale, just like Leatherman's. John Benson Tools, division of Chicago Tools. Don't know if this guy's still around anymore, but I don't believe he makes tools anymore. It's good. Nice little set. Like I say, perfect for the tackle box. Perfect. A bit heavy. You might want to leave these in the car or the truck. But when you go out and leave the truck to go fishing, take this with you. Pretty cool.